Modern women talk about equality all the time, but do they really want it? Serious question, isn't it? When men like you call out the contradictions of modern women, you're deemed a misogynist, intolerant, and also ignorant because, apparently, you don't really understand what they mean. Well, are modern women the masters of verbal communication anyway? Not in a million years, but hey, they want a guy who will communicate like Rosetta Stone. The facepalm is as real as the real-time decay of society, and men are done with it. You see, what's the point of being told you're equal to a woman, but then you're called a very bad person for not wanting to pay? This and more questions are getting men more confused than ever before because they take things quite literally, and in all honesty, we ain't got time to read between the lines of a woman's message.
There's no equality in men and women in the military. I'm sorry. No matter how hard we want to make it cool, we want to be woke, we want to treat men and women the same, we're not the fucking same.
But what about
we're not
gay men? Like, are they considered still leadership roles, even though they have more feminine side?
They're more feminine. No, they joined that other team.
So do you think gay people should not be in the military?
Don't make me go there. Don't make me go there. All I'm going to say is that women are not the same as men in the military. They're not strong. They're fit. Let's just take physical stature. Yes, I know there's women who buff up and do all that. They are rare, and you guys know what I'm saying is true. You don't have to agree. You don't have to say it, but you know what I'm saying is true. If you're on the front lines and we have to get, men out of there quickly, who is going to be more capable of lifting men and taking them out? Me or you?
Or a
gay guy.
What could a woman do in combat if a man got shot, drag him to safety? He's 245 with a vest on, weighing 50 pounds. That woman can't do shit if a comrade goes down. They're better at home with the kids. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. But women want to be like men, only when it's convenient. In today's video, we're delving into the double standards of modern women's equality and why this is getting men messed up and uninterested in the dating scene. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Migas Khan. He said, "The 304 cries, when will you put a ring on this? Chad or Tyrone? Never. Now open up and let me plow you." The 304 sighs, "Well, that is empowering, and I do need to empower myself." And that, my friends, is the modern dating landscape from a 304's perspective. Interesting, to say the least. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. To start off with a bit of humor, let's check out some pics. Let's talk about gender equality. Women are brave if they hit men, but men are evil, brutal perverts if they hit women. Women are romantic if they suddenly kiss men, even if it's not consensual, but men are perverted if they suddenly kiss women. Like, what the hell? Take him to prison, right? But there's more incoming hypocrisy, I warn you. Women staring at men's crotches is flirting, but men staring at women's breasts is perverted and offensive. Women say, "Let's split the bill." Like, yeah, you don't want equality now, right? In that case, she's independent. But when a man says, "Let's split the bill," he's automatically cheap. Then, it's just a mistake if women go into men's bathrooms, but men are perverted if they go into women's bathrooms. Women doing all the work and freely ask for help, but men gotta do the work no matter what. And to top it all off, if a man goes to the police because a woman has touched his balls, the police officer couldn't care less. But if a woman goes to the police because a man has touched her breasts, he's immediately a criminal and taken to jail. This, my fellow MGTOWs, is what women call equality. And by the way, I don't condone any of that weird shit. But I'm trying to make a point. I mean, look, did these women think this over? No, probably not, and probably never will, because women are all about plain hypocrisy. Let's see more examples. Women usually dress in some certain type of way because they can dress how they want. It's comfortable and wants you, as a man, to respect their clothing choices. Hey, they're not asking for attention and compliments, right? But when media, movies, anime, and video games sexualize women, these same women complain because the media should stop using women as sex toys by making them wear revealing clothing. What a clown world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, allow me to explain. If a woman tells someone she was sexually harassed, the first thing a lot of them claim to be asked is, "What were you wearing?" A lot of people assume that women who wear revealing clothing are pretty much asking for or run the risk of being looked at and treated like sex toys. For this reason, some people tend to advise women not to wear revealing clothing. Some people, however, seem to see revealing clothing as offensive for whatever reason and even complain about it. And of course, women always come up with the defense. Some examples would be, "We're not asking for it, it's comfortable. We're allowed to wear what we want. Respect our clothing choices." They always fight for their rights to dress up as revealing as they want. And of course, whenever cases like this go viral, people seem to side with the women.
Men are territorial with women, and men don't want to pay full price for a vehicle and potentially go into debt for something that other people can drive for free and or use. It's just not a good look. So when you go out dressed a certain way, what you're basically doing is saying for sale, even though someone owns that vehicle. And I know you guys are like, "Oh, that's fucked up," and blah, blah, blah. But that's the reality. Women want security and resources. Men want security and a woman's sexual fidelity.
Well, how about I have a question?
One at a time. Please.
If you can't handle a bad bitch, don't have one. Amen. Bye.
No. Doesn't mean you have high mileage, though. You don't have high mileage.
The fact that they all agree in unison speaks volumes. You can be a good-looking woman and just however the hell you want, but then stay single. Why should any guy have to put up with your shit if you don't even respect him?
This is the epitome of a clown world once again. If you can't have a bad bitch, don't deal with them. Sure, I can't and I don't even want, just like 99.9% of men. I'd rather go for a good woman who knows how to cook, clean, be loyal, and treat me well. A bad bitch who spends her daylight and even nighttime hours craving male attention and validation is, if at all, a practice run. Someone you just pump and dump with protection because you want to reduce the likelihood of getting an STD. Now, with that said, let's look at a Quora post that talks about women wanting just the good parts of equality. Do feminists want equality or only the good parts of being a man? You know the answer, but let's see what this man's got in here. When it comes to men, feminists want men to become beta males. They want men to be passive, tame, and for a lack of a better term, denutted, aka emasculated. When it comes to society, they want ultimate power. They say they fight against sexism, misogyny, and fight for women to be equal to men in every way. Unless it is another woman they don't like, then they will destroy this person by any means. No, what they really want is ultimate power. They feel as if they, women, have been oppressed since the beginning of time, and now it's time for men to be subjugated in a subordinate role, using all kinds of tactics to achieve said goal. Now, when I highlight the aforementioned goals, I'm not speaking about most women. In fact, the majority of women are not feminists, in the radical sense, and do not hate men. Most women love men in the sense that they have husbands and children who are men. Most women do believe in equal rights, such as voting, but do not feel that men need to be diminished. Most women want a man to love them and treat them with respect, as they should. Most women want that for sure, but here's the question. Are they really lovable? Daddy issues, trauma, baggage, and a lot of things make men think twice before dealing with women. This is interesting because men are told all the time to do the work before entering the dating scene. You know, men gotta go to therapy and be perfect because women hang out at the finish line and pick the winners. But in reality, modern women don't go to therapy at all, and if they do, they really mean the carousel. Like, wow, you feel like you're equal to men because You can have multiple sexual partners? So empowering. Jokes aside, let's keep on reading. Feminists should understand that you do not need to destroy men to be respected and honored. Sure, there are asshole men who are abusive, misogynistic, and view women as less than. Sure, but they have always existed and will always exist. There are many men who view women as equals, myself included, and treat women with respect. Women are equal to men, aren't they? So be it, and hey, no concessions. Let's see if women can handle a so-called man's job just fine. I promise they can't. They'll become the next Nora Vincent, or rather insufferable boss babes that bring nothing of value to your life. If you can cook, clean, and take care of the house as a man, and women these days are only good at giving head, in all honesty, you're better off alone. Let's keep on reading. Nothing is totally equal though. For example, men are physically more powerful than women. That's not sexist, it's a reality. This is not to say that there aren't outliers. Don't agree? Then why aren't women in the NFL? Because they would get really hurt. Just a fact. It doesn't make them less, just different. Hell yeah, it's different. Men are not equal to women, not even in terms of rights, because women do have more. That's another reality, but let's look at the differences in terms of physicality.
And just like that, she's down for the count, man. I can tell she doesn't skip leg day because she got them legs and she got the assets. You know what I'm saying? A wrestling match between a boy and a girl is just not fair, according to biology, as y'all can see.
Equality, right? Nah, once they get punched in the face, not only physically, but also in other aspects of life, men are just supposed to handle it without a problem. They resort to their female privileges like ladies first. Let's keep on reading. Feminists don't want any distinctions between men and women, but this is not reality. Reality is men have strengths and weaknesses, and so do women. Many women choose to take more traditional roles and are vilified for doing so. That's why most women these days stay at the office and forget about having kids. Some women see the importance of raising their children instead of allowing daycare and nannies to do it. Are they wrong? Well, in an equal society, they have every right to establish their own values. Of course, if society wants women to have freedom of choice, well, there should be no problem when a woman chooses to be a housewife and not a bossy corporate slave. Feminists try to speak for all women, but many women disagree with what they're selling. In the end, they probably would be satisfied with a world where men didn't exist, but then they would just turn on each other. Wait, they already do.
Did you hear what happened to Jessica the other day? Alex totally yelled at her about the project. I heard the whole thing. It was really embarrassing. I mean, why did she even work here? She's not a good worker at all. Seriously. She's just not good. Well, that was an interesting meeting. You know her? I heard it's fake. He apparently got dumped because he isn't marriage material. I believe it. There's no way she actually deserved that rape.
I agree. Oh my gosh, Marissa, did you hear that someone this morning got sick in the middle of presentation and left? How embarrassing is that?
That was me.
Yeah, women are equal to men in no way. Why? Men cooperate with one another when they're in the same team, and only compete with true rivals. Women, though, do a lot of backbiting and backstabbing, so yeah, they're simply not equal to men. Let them believe their stupid narratives, while you conquer and live a life of purpose and prosperity without needing women at all. In fact, what women showcase these days is the glittering facade of fake female empowerment, a spectacle where women brag about unity and camaraderie. rather sisterhood, only to reveal a circus of contradictions and backstabbing when the curtains close. How amusing is it to witness the delicate show of hypocrisy where empowerment and sisterhood seem as real as a unicorn? In this act, the leading ladies supposedly wear the armor of solidarity, complete with nods of encouragement and cheers of support in public, yet as the backstage curtains are drawn, the enchantment fades into a sea of hissing vipers, each with fangs bared and ready to strike. "You go, girl" transforms into, "Did you see her hair? She must be hiding something under there." It's truly interesting to witness these empowered women who so bravely choose to tear each other down under the guise of unity. The intricate ballet of passive-aggressive compliments intertwined with well-practiced smirks creates a melodrama that rivals any Shakespearean tragedy. Who could have guessed that the path to empowerment was paved with whispers of slut and hoe? How inspiring. But let us not forget the stars of the show, the men, those unsuspecting creatures who dare to collaborate and uplift one another. These noble gentlemen possess the audacious notion that critique is an instrument of growth, and they wield it in their private like knights perfecting their swordsmanship, but not their chivalry because, chivalry is dead and women killed it. And as they gather on the grand stage of masculinity, these men adorn each other with laurels of praise, sharing anecdotes of triumph and camaraderie that could melt even the iciest of hearts. They understand the power of collaboration and unity, lessons learned perhaps from ages of toiling alongside one another in workshops, boardrooms, and countless team-building retreats. It's as if they've cracked the code to an empowerment potion, while their female counterparts continue to sip from the elixir of gossip and jealousy. Indeed, women's pursuit of equality with men has revealed itself to be quite the roller coaster. While they seek seats at the table, they often end up in a maze of mirrors where the reflections whisper falsehoods that dim their brilliance. Their aspirations for a sisterhood built on trust and empowerment are often overshadowed by the intoxicating aroma of superiority served with a side of judgment. The satirical orchestra crescendos as these empowered women inadvertently prove the can-never-be theorem. Their quest for equality so often treads a path lined with double standards and double-crossing. One can only marvel at how swiftly they transform a noble campaign for unity into a sideshow of catfights and clandestine competitions. And so, as the curtains close on this grand spectacle, one can't help but applaud the women who dare to break the mold of sisterhood in the most theatrical way imaginable. In their pursuit of empowerment, they've woven a tale of paradoxical proportions, reminding us all that even in the arena of equality, human nature has a flair for the dramatic.
Everybody say men ain't shit!
I do not need a man. I can finance myself. I can
What?
It's okay to be a man. That they were struggling with their manhood and that you give them this message that it's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we gonna do without men?
Strong guys, as always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.